You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Hello, and welcome to episode 322 of the Soul Forge podcast, Vegas Wedding Week.
Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Sean Vanderloo, as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
Well, hello everybody. It's your first installment of the podcast. Like we mentioned earlier, we're doing a day-by-day
recap like we always do.
Yeah, I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Leah.
I am also here. I am Leah's son, Wyatt.
That's right. And you heard him on the podcast last week from the other room.
Yes, and he was on the podcast when we talked about the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Correct. That's
movie.
true. That's
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is, I don't know, it's May the 3rd in the evening. What time is it here?
It's 20:38.
Okay, so it's 8:38.
Yeah, Vegas time.
Vegas time, Friday night. Last night should have been the first recap, but guess what happened?
Oh.
We had a little bit of a flight delay.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so we were supposed to leave Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan at about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yes.
And arrive in
Vegas about 5.
about 5 their
5:30.
time, so 8 o'clock our time.
Yes.
Okay, but that didn't happen. So we had a connecting flight in Detroit
Yeah, that was 4-ish. Like, it would have left at 4:30.
and
Yeah.
got there.
Got here at 5:30 Vegas time.
Vegas time,
Yeah.
that's right, because it's a 4-hour flight. We went through the screening and all the stuff at 1 o'clock. I sat in the lounge waiting for the plane, and then something fell off the door.
Yeah, it seemed like the mechanism that holds the door or something basically broke off.
Yeah, that's basically it. So they had to call maintenance, and the flight was delayed. We didn't get on the original airplane until, what, 4:30?
3:30.
Was it 3:30?
Yeah.
I can't even remember anymore.
It was about 3:30.
And then we had a hour flight to Detroit,
Yeah.
and we arrived about 5 o'clock. 4:30, 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. I
Yeah.
can't remember. It was such a long day yesterday.
Oh.
And then we had a 6-hour layover.
Yep. Because
so-
we couldn't get on. There was an earlier flight to Vegas around 9:30, but unfortunately there was only one seat left.
And there was 3 of us.
There's 3 of us, so we had to go take the later flight.
That's right.
So
That's right. So we got into Vegas at about 11:30 Vegas time,
Yeah.
which was 2:30 our time. And by the time we made it to the hotel, checked in, and fell asleep, it was after 4 o'clock.
yeah, it was terrible.
And of course, I was up at 9 o'clock in the morning, which was 6:30 Vegas time. Mm-hmm. So you got to sleep in about maybe 5 hours of sleep or 6.
I think I got about 5 hours worth of sleep. It was very little.
And Wyatt, how did you find it? How did you sleep?
It was okay. They're in an actual bed. I'm on a pull-out couch. It was okay. The mattress is a little thin, and it could be a bit firmer, but
There's
it
that.
works.
Okay. So yesterday we were hoping originally to get in about 5 o'clock Vegas time.
Yeah, 5:30ish. Yeah,
And maybe do some fun,
activities.
but
That didn't work.
We crashed,
No.
and it took us forever to get going this morning. We did do the $8 24-hour bus pass.
Well, yes, yeah, because that's the public transit.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So we did do a little bit of bus touring.
Well, even this morning, like you said, it was difficult getting up because, number one, we had such a late night, early morning. You know, just getting into our room, being in an unfamiliar place, all those things. It was just too much. And so we did manage to finally get to sleep. This morning, I had a massive migraine.
You did.
Had to take a lot of painkillers just to try to get rid of it. But the weather here is really nice, actually. And you were commenting that the heat is different than in Florida.
Yes. Okay. So in the last 6 months or 8 months or so, you and I have done a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
More than I've ever done in my life. September we went to Disneyland in Florida, and it was humid. Here it's a drier heat.
Yeah,
as they say, it's hot, but it's a dry heat.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, it sucks the moisture right out of you,
It's more like a sauna type of heat.
but not a wet sauna.
No,
it's
the dry sauna.
oof. They say it's the desert.
Yeah.
I've never been to a desert
Yep.
before, and holy crap, is it ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't really bothered me though. What about you, Wyatt?
It's been okay. It's been warm, and I don't think I have any sunburns yet.
Yeah, there's no
But
need for sunscreen, really.
Yeah, no, we haven't
No.
done that yet.
It definitely makes you thirsty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, very dehydrated.
I'm
yeah.
immediately needing something.
Yeah. So you and I ventured out this morning.
Well, Wyatt was sleeping.
Yeah, Wyatt was still kind of snoozing, and we wanted to give him the opportunity to sleep. But we found that because we have a full-size kitchen here, we have a massive bedroom. Like, our bedroom is huge.
It is.
Here. And we have a nice little kitchen table that we're sitting at right now. And, of course, there's the living area that Wyatt is sleeping in. So we thought, you know what, let's take advantage of it. If we do breakfast here and we have everything for that, we can save ourselves quite a bit of money.
That's right.
So we went out and purchased a few items for breakfast. We got some milk and cereal.
Bananas,
Cheese. We picked up eggs this morning, or today as well. Not this morning, today though.
That's right.
When we went to do a little shopping, and then we ventured downtown and we got our marriage license
We
today.
did, and it looked like there was nobody around, and then we walk into the building, and the line is almost to the door.
Yes, yeah. Considering the weekend, I'm surprised. Like May the 4th weekend, right? A lot of couples, though, I overheard, a lot of them were getting married yesterday or tonight. Like, not yesterday, tonight. I think we were the only ones getting married tomorrow that I heard.
I think you're right,
Yeah.
but they weren't getting married yesterday.
No, not yesterday.
No, because
I'm tired still.
you're tired. Yeah, we're exhausted. I don't know if you can hear it in our voice there, dear podcast listeners, but we're pretty much wiped out. It's, like we said, almost 9 o'clock here, Vegas time, which is midnight back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're loopy and we're tired.
Yeah.
And we walked a lot, and
So this evening we went to Bubba Gump Shrimp.
we did. We went
For
to
dinner.
Bubba Gump Shrimp, and that was good.
Anybody who remembers the movie Forrest Gump was based on that. And then we did some shopping at the Miracle Mile.
That's right.
And we'll have to go over there again, especially before we leave, because my favorite store in the whole wide world, Lush. And the reason I like this, dear listeners, is because they have amazing products that I can actually use. I have eczema on my hands really bad, and a lot of soaps I cannot use. And Sean can tell you, my fingers, everything just swells. And it's really bad. So I can use their products, and whenever I'm around and I can go to one of their shops, I like to pick up a lot of their stuff, and they have some Vegas exclusives.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, so I may have to pick those up before we leave on Monday to drive to for our honeymoon. I'm sure that I will. I'll be talking about them on one of our podcasts as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And so tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow I go pick up the rental car, and we get married.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some kind of fun adventures. We don't know what yet.
Yeah.
But that remains to be seen, and we'll tell you tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
So stay tuned. May the 4th be with you.
And also with you.
So today we got married.
We did.
But how did our day start?
Oh,
You were up way early.
I was up very early.
Is that because the bed was super uncomfortable and you were sore?
Yeah, I think so. I also have some sort of nasal thing going on here. And it started yesterday, I think it was, with somebody wearing a lot of perfume. And also
The smells here.
And it's also very difficult to stay hydrated here because
It's a desert?
it's a desert and the heat is a different kind of heat than we have back home.
Oh, yeah, for sure
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, so you're in all kinds of rough shape here.
Yeah, I was up a couple of times throughout the night as well because our bed was just very uncomfortable.
Lumpy.
And I think what happened was people sit in bed and it caused like a
A divot?
yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Yes, a divot I guess would be I don't know. It's sort of a
The mattress needs to be replaced.
absolutely.
Yeah, so we called down to the front desk and they put a topper on it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that does anything for us. But
we
anyway-
also had to turn up the heat in here a little bit because, because it was getting to be really, really cold. So at night it would dip down in here, of course, because the air conditioning was on, and it was just terribly, terribly cold. And then it would be warm, and then it would be cold again, and then it was just too unstable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're all stuffed up and all that stuff. But anyway, you left here pretty early this morning.
Yes.
To go to the beauty school to get done up.
Yeah. So the Academy of Hair Design here in Vegas. I do have to say a couple of things. I did find that the students there were great. The girl who did my hair was absolutely wonderful. She did a fantastic job. But I did find that they were not in any hurry. And I found that they seemed to just be taking their sweet time. And I mean, they're students, their grades depend on this and all of that. So I understand. But it would be really nice if they were to say that in their reviews, or, so that somebody such as myself, who is depending on being somewhere at a particular time, I could either make my appointment later or go the night before or the day before or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So you did that.
Yeah.
It took about 6 hours. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Wyatt and I got on the bus, and we bussed all the way down to the airport rental center.
Uh-huh.
And we made it finally. And we were supposed to get an economy car, but we got a Mustang instead.
Yeah. How did that happen?
The guy behind the counter said something about, here, you can have this at the same price. And I don't think it was. I think it's actually way more. But I figured, you know what? We're on a honeymoon. Let's go driving around in style.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. I've never driven a Mustang before.
Yeah.
So today we drove it around.
Uh-huh.
We, you and Amanda got back here relatively late because it took so long. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to be at the chapel for 3.
Yep.
By the time we got through traffic, it was 3:25.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, well, it's okay."
Yeah.
So there was no prep. Not that there would have been anyway. I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
We had the marriage ceremony at 3:30, and it was probably over by 3:33.
Yeah, it was really quick. That was like probably the quickest marriage ceremony you've ever seen.
Yeah,
in my entire life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was.
Exactly.
It was very, very quick.
But we got lots of nice pictures taken.
Gorgeous photos.
And all the people on Facebook that got to watch the ceremony, and all the congratulations we got, and even people around town as we were walking around in our wedding outfit. They all said congratulations, so that was nice.
And we had a really nice dinner.
We we ate at Triple George Grill. Mm-hmm. And as we were coming out, we got to see all the homeless people playing with their private parts.
Yeah, that was classy.
Yeah, well, actually, they're not called homeless people anymore. They're called the unhoused. But there's a lot of them here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
And the traffic is atrocious.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
The heat is unbearable. We don't think we're ever going to come back here.
No, I don't really see the appeal of Vegas for anyone. I mean, if you're a person who likes to have a good time and you want to spend a couple grand, by all means, Vegas is the place for you. But it's not for us.
No. Oh, but after we got the car, Wyatt and I traveled over to Rogue Toys, and there was a comic book shop.
Nice.
And so we got to stop, and it just happened to be Free Comic Book Day. So we got a bunch of free comics.
Oh.
And I picked up a purple Hot Wheels.
Excellent.
Yeah. And went to a couple other toy stores in the same strip mall. It was like Geek Central.
Nice.
So we didn't spend too much money there because we're going to be on an airplane coming back, so we can't really grab too many things.
Yeah.
But could have spent an absolute fortune. And anything that was Star Wars related at the one store was 15% off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Because of Star Wars Day.
That's exactly right.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yep. So that was that. Then we had the wedding. Then we went for dinner, and then we dropped Amanda off and came back here. We were going to do a bunch of stuff, but you're not feeling well.
I am not feeling well.
And we're exhausted because of the 3-hour time change, and the heat is killing us.
Yeah, the time change has been really... I thought we were over it by now, but we're not.
No. Well, it's only been really a day and a half since we've been here.
Yeah.
But tomorrow is Sunday, and we are going to go to the premium discount outlets.
Yeah.
And we might do a few other things. We might go down to Fremont Street. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
We're going to play it by ear, see how you're feeling.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe we would also hit up that Miracle Mile again, because there is that awesome place there that has cheap food and drinks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out. And even though we don't know, you people out there in podcast land will find out with tomorrow's update.
Mm-hmm,
So
absolutely.
stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Was that it? That's all that happened today?
I think so, yeah. The
Yeah.
most important thing happened.
The most important thing happened, and now we're going to go to sleep, and it's been a while since I slept with someone's wife.
Oh.
And it just happens to be mine.
Yeah. How do you feel about being married again?
I always thought I would only do it once, and then I met you. So there we go. Here we are.
Okay, but that doesn't answer my question.
I feel great. How do you feel?
I feel good. Yeah. I
Just
feel
good, not
yeah.
great?
I feel super fantastic. Like this is where I was meant to be.
Perfect.
How's that?
That's
Is
the,
that-
that's the right answer.
that's the right answer?
You get a gold star.
Yay!
Yay.
This is Drew Leiter from the Earth Station DCU podcast, inviting you to join us every week for DC news, comic reviews, and more. This summer, we'll be checking out the Netflix series Dead Boy Detectives and the last season of Sweet Tooth. We will also be covering the comic event Absolute Power, as well as the animated Crisis on Infinite Earths event. Don't get left behind. Subscribe to the Earth Station DCU podcast today.
Welcome to Revenge of the Fifth. Or for you Muggles, Herberts, and Normies out there, it's May the 5th. And here's another update for you. What did we do today?
Oh, let's see. We got up, had some coffee, and headed out and did like a full day of shopping, basically.
We kind of did.
Yeah.
We walked, actually, and we went to the Coke store.
Yeah.
There's a whole Coke store for anything Coke you could think of.
Absolutely, yes.
And then we went to the Hershey store.
The M&M shop.
The M&M shop.
Yeah. And that was a lot of fun.
Yes. Four floors of M&M stuff.
And what did we get there?
We got a mug, and we got some M&Ms with stuff on it that we designed ourselves.
Yeah, so we personalized our own M&Ms.
We certainly did.
Yeah, we did. So there's a great place, part of the M&M store. So it's kind of like around the corner, and you would almost miss it, I think, if you were just kind of walking by. You have to really like go around the corner, and it's in this full other area, and you get to pick a design.
Yes.
And they print that out for you on your M&Ms. You get to choose what size container you want.
That's right.
We got a small bag because we didn't know, whether we're just eating this ourselves or what we're doing. And I'll take a photo of all 4 of the styles and post it on our Facebook page.
Sure.
But anyway, then we got to pick what colors we like.
6 colors.
Up to 6 colors, yeah. So it's really neat and a fun way to have a souvenir
Exactly.
for your trip to Vegas. And then we did go to the Hershey store.
Oh, before that, though, we went to the Stranger Things Netflix
Oh,
shop.
yes. That was great. We have some photos of that as well that we can throw on the Facebook page for everyone to see. It's a limited time store. Like,
Right.
they're not there all the time. And there was mainly Stranger Things merch.
Yep. And some other things, too, but not very, very many.
Yeah.
But they recreated the living room from season 1 with the alphabet on it and the Christmas lights. They had Vecna, and they had the...
Demogorgon.
that's right.
Yeah.
And all kinds of stuff. It was super cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. And I recommend, if you do manage to somebody gets to Vegas, I totally recommend you go in there. So where we are, we're at the Jockey Club, which is literally right beside, like sharing the same space of the Cosmopolitan.
And the Bellagio?
The Bellagio's next door.
Oh, it's next door.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just walked it because
Yeah.
it's not far.
No.
At all.
That's right.
And then we went to the Hershey store.
We did.
And we saw some cool things there as well. It wasn't as exciting though as I found the M&M store.
The M&M store was better.
I found that was better too. And then we kind of made our way back this way, because we thought that we would go somewhere to eat.
Where did we go?
I'm trying to think where we went to eat.
Oh, we went to the Premium Outlets, didn't we? And went to the Shake Shack.
No, we went to Fremont Street first.
Oh, yeah.
to that toy store.
We went to the Toy Shack on Fremont Street, and I got some Hot Wheels. And I could have spent $74,000 in that store. There was action figures and Hot Wheels
Yeah.
and lunch boxes and you name it. It had all kinds of stuff. I could have spent 6 hours in there and 2 years worth of wages. But I spent $10 on a couple Hot Wheels because we have to bring it back on a plane, so
Yeah.
I had to be careful. And then we drove from the Fremont Street. We didn't do the whole thing because it's crowded. Today was actually a good temperature.
Yeah.
Low 70s or high 60s or 18 degrees for normal people. And super windy. We could hardly walk forward in some spots.
Yeah.
Of course, the city still smells like a sewer. It's still super dirty. Very busy and very loud.
And dry. It's still very dry
Oh,
here.
it's
I'm
still-
sure they can hear it in my voice. It's very dry here.
Yes, they can.
You can constantly be drinking water, which constantly sends you to the bathroom to pee, but you'll never get yourselves hydrated enough here.
It's true.
Like, it just doesn't happen. No wonder people are drunk all the time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to the premium outlets and we went to the Shake Shack.
Yeah, and everything's fairly expensive. We went into the Coach store.
Yeah.
We saw a jean jacket for $730.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yes, a baseball cap for $150. A 2-pack of boxer briefs for $95.
Yeah.
And your son and I, Wyatt, we were just looking around like, this is not a place for us at all.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'd rather buy a 3-pack at Walmart for $10. I'm like, yeah, me too.
But we did go to the Shake Shack.
Yes.
And we had an adventure there.
Wyatt and I got our food, and you did not.
I did not. So let's tell them a little bit of the story behind that. So we went in and we all ordered our food at the same time.
Wyatt ordered, then you ordered, and then I ordered.
Yes, 3 separate orders, but we had the same table.
Yes.
And they brought out Wyatt's food.
Yep.
And then they brought out your food.
Yep.
And we even, after a while, I just kept seeing everyone who came out after us,
Getting
because we
their
were
food.
out on the patio getting their food. And so, I even told the gentleman who brought your guys' food to you that, we are waiting for another order. And he knew the table number.
Yeah.
Because he brought food to us
Exactly.
2 other times. So he just said yes or whatever. He kind of gave me a blank stare. I don't even know if he really understood me. Anyway, so then we had somebody else come out and yelled, kind of looking for me. And
Hey, where's table 84?
yeah, and I was a little perturbed because I was kind of sitting there waiting and nobody was paying attention. So then they sent the manager out with my food, saying that I was getting a little hangry. And I really wasn't. I was simply upset about the experience. And I think anybody in my position would be.
That's right.
So, you guys could have finished long before I got my food.
I waited.
Yes, you did. Absolutely. And I don't expect anybody to wait. That was not the point. The point was that we ordered our food one right after the other. This should never have happened.
True. But you did get a voucher for a free,
burger. Yes.
at any location
Yes.
in the world.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so we ate, and then we went wandering around the premium outlets.
Yeah. We picked up a few things. There was a Disney store there. I was shocked to see a Disney store.
You got a funky dress.
I did. That's going to be for cruising.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we got each a pair of shoes at the Puma store.
Yeah. We went to Puma, which had some great sales.
Yes. And I think that's really all we got.
Yeah, Puma had some really great sales, and then you went into this one particular store.
Oh, yes, the Vercini store.
Yeah.
Because it looked like a high-end douchebag store.
Right.
And so I just wanted to see what they had.
Yeah.
And then everybody surrounded me and wanted me to try on all this stuff. So I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So I did, because there was like a purple suit jacket, like plush velvet.
Yes, crushed velvet.
Crushed velvet.
Yeah.
There was another funky purple shirt, because
Yeah.
purple's my favorite color.
Yes, it is. It's your
So I
favorite
tried
color.
that on, but it was way too loud. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So he said, "Oh, here, try this one on." And so and then he gave me a pair of pants and a pair of Chelsea boots and,
Yeah.
and a suit jacket, and I looked damn sharp.
Actually did. You looked very sharp, and the service there, I have to say,
It was fantastic.
fantastic. We did not purchase anything, but I do recommend anybody going into this place because let me tell you, the service
Yeah.
is amazing. If you're going in there looking for anything, it's amazing.
But I couldn't justify $120 for a shirt.
Yeah, no, and for sure. But man, oh man, shout out to them.
Yeah, they're great.
Fantastic.
Vercini at the premium outlets.
Yeah, Vercini at the premium outlets. Any man, anybody looking for a fantastic, sharp looking outfit, go there.
Yep.
I promise you will not be disappointed with the service.
Just bring a lot of cash.
Yep. So then we left there, and we went over to
Some mall.
sorry, it's the Mile something market or shops. I've said it so much and I can't remember now what it is.
Not the Miracle Mile.
That's it. It's the Miracle
But
Mile.
didn't we go to the mall first? After the premium outlets?
Yes, we did. That's right. Yes.
Yeah, we just wandered the mall and they had
Go ahead.
a Hot Topic.
Yes.
And the Brad's Toys.
Yeah, that was exciting.
And
I went into Lush there.
oh yes, you went to Lush.
And I want to give a big shout out to the girls there as well, because I can honestly say, as a Canadian traveling and somebody with sensitive skin, I really have a hard time with soap, and especially in public places, because public places, hotels, restaurants, they don't care.
That soap is super harsh.
The soap is super, super harsh on you.
Industrial.
Yeah, or just whatever's the cheapest, right?
Yeah.
So if you find a place that, actually has enough money, they're not putting it into soap in the bathroom.
That's true.
So I can honestly say, big shout out to them. I have to carry Lush products with me, no matter where I go, what hotel, whatever. So I'm always searching for the local Lush. Always. And so big shout out to them, because I spoke with the girls there and they gave me not only a free sample of some of the hand cream that I really, really enjoy, but they also gave me a free container of their what is called Dream Cream, and it's a body lotion for them. And I bought a bar of soap because, again, we're leaving here tomorrow and heading out, so I'm gonna need a bar of soap for wherever we go. But I can use their products. I find their products work well for me, and so that's what I carry. And like I said, that's why I'm always looking for the local Lush. So I shout out to them at the mall here in Las Vegas. Super, super awesome staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great.
It was. Oh, and when we were trying to find a parking spot in the mall, we drove by a real-life Cybertruck.
Yes.
I'd never seen one before in real life.
That's right.
And they look absolutely as ridiculous as I thought, and I still want one.
Of course.
Yeah.
So then we came back to the hotel. We went to the Miracle Mile.
Yes.
Which is literally right across the street from where we are. Mm-hmm. So we just walked down a little bit down a service road, and then we crossed the street, it's right there.
We went to the Ocean One Bar and Grill.
Yes. Good job.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Ocean One Bar and Grill. And again, I totally recommend this place to anyone if they do come here. The prices are very reasonable.
I had a burger for $6.99.
Yes.
It was only 50 cents to add cheese and only 50 cents to add bacon.
Yep.
And it came with fries. And so that was like $7.99 for a freaking cheeseburger with fries.
Yeah.
You can't find that even at McDonald's.
No.
And then I ordered the 3 for $12 cocktail.
Cocktails. Yeah.
Yep, just because. So I'm still a little tipsy, but not too bad.
And I ordered a Bloody Mary.
You did,
and that was delicious. It really was good. $8 Bloody Mary. And I also had just the traditional pasta and meatballs. I do have to say the pasta was good. The sauce was okay. I didn't care for the meatballs too much, but that's okay. That was $12.99. It was very reasonably priced. Wyatt got a steak. He actually had a steak for $20.99. It came with a beautiful au jus. It had mashed potatoes, zucchini, onion. Like it was nice. He had a lot of food.
He couldn't even finish it.
And yeah, he couldn't finish it. But and he also got a hot cocoa.
Right.
Which I think honestly his share was under $30.
I believe so.
So, with tip and everything, I think we ended up paying $80 or $90. It was well worth it, I think. And you got tipsy. You had the 3 drinks, got tipsy.
Not drunk or anything, just...
No, just tipsy.
Yeah.
But it's a great place. I really do recommend anybody who comes here to go there as well. You will not regret it.
Yeah. And then we just came back from a little bit of gambling.
Yeah, we can't come to Vegas and not say that we gambled.
That's right. So we did that.
We did a little bit of gambling.
You know, I put $20 in, I won 40, and then I went to another machine and lost it all.
Yeah.
But you came back with 68.
Yes, I kind of did the same thing. I think I lost about 30, 35. And then so we pretty much, I mean, we're married, so we pretty much, won $68 back. So I think we won our money back. So
Yeah.
I don't really think we lost anything.
No, we came out even. Egg.
Yeah.
I guess.
We had a half hour of fun. It was all good.
That's right.
And we can say now that we did gamble in Vegas, right? So all good.
That's it. So tomorrow we check out of here and we head to California.
Cathedral City, California.
Cathedral City.
Near Palm Springs.
That's correct.
Yeah, so it's about a 4-hour drive. I think we're going to have a really great time, though, because we have a Mustang.
We do. I don't know if we mentioned that, but we're driving around in a white Mustang. We're feeling like...
Convertible?
Convertible, yes. We're feeling super douchey.
Yeah.
But guess what? We're never going to see these people again, so we don't care. The only thing we saw today when we were walking is the lady we saw 2 days ago on the bus.
She was sleeping
She was sleeping on the bus 2 days ago, and we were walking by another bus stop in another part of town,
Yeah.
and there she was again,
Yeah.
in the same clothes.
Same clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was pretty interesting.
it's a very interesting town.
Yeah. So this is going to be the honeymoon section of our, going forward, will be the honeymoon section of our trip. Tomorrow, Wyatt will join our best friend Amanda for the rest of his trip, and then we head on to Cathedral City.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, just the two of us.
So stay tuned, everybody. And today is May 6th. And other than getting married, wouldn't you say today has been the best day of the vacation so far?
Oh, today has been pretty great.
What did we do? We left Vegas.
Yes, we left Vegas, and that was the biggest highlight of it all.
It was pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
But before we did that, we got up. We went to the Ocean One Bar and Grill again for breakfast.
That was good.
That was good.
And it was relatively inexpensive. So one more time, shout out to them. And I think, I would completely recommend if anybody does make the mistake of finding yourself in Las Vegas, at least do yourself a favor and save yourself some money by going to Ocean One Bar and Grill, located in the Miracle Mile.
And then we went back to our room. We packed up. I had seen that there was an Antique Mall of America.
Yes.
So I was like, well, we better go to that before we leave town.
Right.
So we spent probably 2 hours in there.
Yeah, it was big.
It was huge. And there was so much to look at. And we probably could have spent $25,000 easily.
Each.
Each, yes. But we have to go back on the plane eventually.
Yeah.
And we can't really carry all that stuff. And we don't have $25,000 each to spend.
That's right.
We have $25,000 of credit card debt to pay off now.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, maybe not quite that much, but enough. But I got a couple Hot Wheels, and you got something for your Song of the South collection.
Yes, I did. I got a disc set. So it's like a vinyl set from Stories from Uncle Remus, who is one of the stars of Song of the South.
Yes.
By Walt Disney. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we packed up, and we brought Wyatt to Amanda, dumped him off with her, and drove the 5 hours from Vegas to...
It's about 4.5.
It felt longer.
I'm sure it did, because you were the one doing all of the driving. So.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a fight about it this time.
No.
No, it's just...
No, I'm still not feeling well, as everybody can probably tell from my voice. I'm still not feeling very well.
You are wrecked.
So I didn't really feel like it was a good idea for me to drive, and I'm sure you agreed. So it was just best that you drove.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we're in Cathedral City, which is just outside of Palm Springs.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, the scenery here
is absolutely gorgeous. What did we say? You felt like you were driving towards a painting.
Yes, and that's why they actually had a road called Painted Hills Road. Because when you're driving towards these mountains, and they're everywhere, it's very hilly here. I don't know if it's the Sierra Nevada mountains or what they are, but whatever it is, they look like a big giant loader picked up a scoop of dirt and just dumped it everywhere.
Yeah.
Because they don't look like hills or mountains; they just look like dumps of earth.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like where they filmed Tremors.
Yeah. Yep. Where the houses and everything are so far apart
and so far off the road.
Yeah. But it was still very deserty and
it's super deserty. El Caminos and old Volkswagen Beetles everywhere.
Yeah.
All kinds of old cars up on blocks.
Absolutely.
We saw genuine cowboy-looking people.
It was just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely breathtaking. I have some photos. I'll post them on the Facebook page when I get a chance. But it is just absolutely gorgeous here and very comfortable. So then we get into Cathedral City and we start seeing some life. Whereas we really didn't see a whole lot of people around when we were going through these desert places. But we also found that we were at an elevation of 4,000 feet at one point.
At one point, and then we went down to 2,000 right away.
Yeah.
And then back up to 3,000.
Yeah, so it was very kind of up a hill or up a mountain and then
windy.
back down. Yeah.
And our ears kept popping.
Yeah.
But it just looked like we were driving through paintings.
It was absolutely beautiful. So then we finally found some life and we found a Dollar General.
We did.
So we decided to pick up some snacks and stuff for our room because I don't even find that this is a room. This is an apartment. We're pretty much in an apartment. Like somebody could absolutely live here.
What is this called? Oasis something or other?
Yes. So this is the Desert Oasis.
Yes.
This is a Hyatt resort.
And it seems more like a bunch of apartments.
Yeah.
But it's a resort. I guess you could say it's a hotel room, but it's not. You could live in this place.
It's huge.
A full bedroom with a giant walk-in closet, a bathroom that's bigger than the one we have at home.
Yeah.
A full kitchen with the laundry machines inside, a closet there,
Yeah,
dishwasher,
apartment size. Yep.
full-size fridge, table and chairs,
Yep.
couch, chair, TV out in the living room, TV in this room here.
Balcony. We have a balcony.
We have a balcony. Oh,
yeah, that's right off of our bedroom. It is absolutely gorgeous. And we went to pick up pizza tonight because we didn't feel like cooking or anything. We got mainly breakfast items. So we will have breakfast in the morning here as well, which is going to save us a ton of money.
Yes.
What we did find was that we went to go and get pizza, and Palm Springs is literally down the road from where we are right now.
10-minute drive.
Yeah, it's really not far. It is so clean here. And it's comfortable. It's not as busy as Vegas was.
We feel relaxed here. This is a place that you could retire in.
Absolutely.
Now, we've only been here like 3 hours, but it feels so good and nice.
Yeah.
And clean, like you said.
Absolutely.
Vegas is filthy and smelly and crowded. And you don't feel relaxed at all. And you get to this town here, and you immediately feel at ease and relaxed.
I found I suffer from anxiety and depression, mainly depression, but anxiety for sure. And large crowds really make me nervous. I simply don't like large crowds. And I feel very much at home here. I feel very comfortable here. I'm not overwhelmed by so many people. This resort is not. It's not full, like it's not sold out. There aren't thousands of cars in the driveways.
No.
It is very nice here. It's warm, and it's comfortable. I find it very comfortable.
Yeah, and
Clean.
Oh. And the temperature is great. Apparently it's going to be 94 degrees tomorrow.
It's supposed to be hot. Yeah.
But that's tomorrow's problem.
Yeah.
And we don't know what the place looks like in the daylight. So I think we're just going to explore around here tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we did see a little bit, but that was just on the drive in.
Yeah.
We didn't actually get to explore our surroundings. We were kind of so busy trying to get here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we are now. So now we feel like the honeymoon starts.
Yeah. And we just want something relaxing. We don't want a vacation that we need a vacation from.
That's right. So this is like dessert.
Yeah.
Because Vegas was, you had to do it to get our marriage and do all that stuff. But it's just not relaxing there.
No.
And now we're doing the relaxing part.
Yeah.
So that's it for now. We will tell you what we did tomorrow on the next little installment. So take care of yourselves, guys and girls out there in podcast land.
What's the funniest thing in Star Trek?
When Worf found out that Keiko O'Brien was having another baby.
What's the funniest thing in Star Trek?
Blindfolded martial arts with glowy sticks.
What's the funniest thing in Star Trek?
When Wei Yun said, well, time to start packing. Start it off again, Veronica.
What's the funniest thing in Star Trek? Quark killed a Klingon.
Find more on Earth Station Trek, a podcast about Star Trek.
On the ESO Network.
Tuesday, May the 7th, Cathedral City. What did we do today?
Today we actually just sort of chilled, did some shopping, did some antiquing.
Some thrifting.
Yeah.
Yes. And some Hot Wheel hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And just stayed around here.
Yeah.
Explored the city a little bit.
No big deal, really. It's beautiful here.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Old cars everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Super expensive new cars everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Road work. Seems like there's lots of road work.
Oh, yeah. Lots of road work.
We went and did some shopping. Got some adult beverages.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Was that at Walmart?
I think it was at a Walmart, yeah.
Yes, I think so. We, it was. You picked up some Bud Lime.
Yep, Bud Light Lime.
Bud Light Lime. I picked up Black Velvet Whiskey because an old man said, that's the good stuff. And I just happened to be standing in front of it. And he said, that's my Canadian whiskey. And I took a look at it, and yeah, sure enough, imported from Canada.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh, I'll try that. So I got that and had a few of those. We made spaghetti in our room.
Yeah. We just took it easy today.
We did. We went to 2 huge antique stores and spent I don't know how much time in there. And if we weren't flying back and had limited space and an unlimited credit card, we would have spent thousands of dollars.
We definitely could have spent way more.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
For sure. For sure. And all kinds of cool furniture. Things you don't see back home.
Absolutely.
And just driving around, it's so different. First off, you have palm trees everywhere.
Yeah, and it's not like crazy busy here.
No, it's not. And the one big difference is there's no potholes here.
No.
Because they don't get snow.
That's right. Yes, they're doing road work, but what we mean by road work is that they are fixing roads, making them bigger,
putting in culverts and sewer stuff,
that type of thing, right? It's not. It's very little road damage here.
Yeah, there was a couple spots, but back at home, everything's patched up and holy and potholes everywhere, and the weather just takes its toll every winter. It just kills the roads.
Absolutely.
And here, all they have is heat.
Yeah.
So not bad at all. So we had a good, fun, relaxing day, just hanging out and being together.
And what do we have planned for tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are going to a little place called Knott's Berry Farm, which I think I've heard of before. You definitely have.
Yeah, I definitely have. I wanted to sort of read this a little bit to everyone so that they know what exactly Knott's Berry Farm is if they haven't heard of it. And it started out as a small berry farm nearly 100 years ago, has grown into a world-famous destination thanks to the famous fried chicken dinners, boysenberry, and an Old West ghost town. Since then, that small family farm has grown into an entertainment destination with a 160-acre theme park, a 15-acre water park, the California Marketplace full of shopping and dining, and the Knott's Hotel. The Knott's Berry Farm celebrates each time of the year with our many seasons of fun events offering themed food, merchandise, entertainment, and so much more.
Sounds good to me.
Absolutely. So the farm is an iconic theme park with attractions and entertainment in 4 themed areas inspired by the history and the culture of California. Starting as a working berry farm, every boysenberry in the world can trace its roots to Knott's Berry Farm. As it evolved from a roadside berry stand to a world-class theme park, beloved classic attractions like the Timber Mountain Log Ride and the Calico Mine Ride are still guests' favorites today. With newer attractions like a 3D family interactive dark ride, Knott's Berry E Return to the Fair, or Hang Time, the first dive coaster in California, Knott's is a must-do for locals and tourists around the world.
Yep, and so we're going to go tomorrow, and when we get back, we'll record a little thing to tell you all about it.
The water park is not open currently, though.
No, not till mid-May.
Yeah, we found that out.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great that if we could experience it, but it's okay. And Sean, tell them why we decided on Knott's Berry Farm. Because we're in California. Everybody knows I'm a Disney fan. Why are we not going to Disney?
Because we don't have enough days. And but mostly you want to experience everything.
Yes.
To the fullest extent of the law.
Mm-hmm.
So,
especially when it comes to Disney, right?
That's right.
And it is an experience. Disney is an experience. You don't go to just go on rides and leave.
You need a few days.
Absolutely.
So we'll come back here in a few years. Who knows how many, but
we'll be back.
We'll add it to the list.
Absolutely.
And that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
So great thrifting stuff. Fun to see the town and explore it and see the old Beatles and El Caminos and you name it.
Absolutely.
Yep. So until tomorrow, dear listeners, take care. Wednesday, May 8th. Sure entailed a lot of driving.
Yeah, it was, 2.5 hours?
There.
And back.
Yes. We went to Knott's Berry Farm today.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we left here about 7:30.
Yeah, around there.
And got there at about 10.
Yep.
It probably would have been 9:15 if it wasn't for all the slowdowns on the highways.
Yeah, I think we hit some rush hour morning traffic.
We got to experience genuine California gridlock.
Yeah.
A lot of accidents slowing it down, apparently.
Yeah.
According to the GPS.
According to the GPS, yes.
Yeah. There and back.
Yep.
That was definitely interesting.
It was. It was definitely interesting.
Bumper to bumper for a lot of the way.
Yeah.
I think it was only about 100 miles away, but it took 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't have done because it was like 65 miles an hour on the highway if you could go that fast.
You just can't.
No. In and out. Everybody changing lanes 100 times a second, it seemed like.
Very populated area, very popular area, people going to work. Yep.
Or whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. A lot of prime transport trucks.
Yeah, and we saw one of the Amazon locations.
Like a huge warehouse.
Yeah.
Yes, on the way there. It was in Buena Vista?
Yep, Buena Park.
Buena Park, or whatever it was. So Knott's Berry Farm, 160 acres, roller coasters and water rides and all kinds of stuff. Not the busiest amusement park I'd ever been to, so that was nice.
It was actually. It was not overly crowded. My anxiety didn't kick in at all. I was able to comfortably walk around and feel okay.
Good.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. And we got the tickets with the meal plan, and then we purchased a not a bucket,
a reusable cup,
like a tumbler, I guess. Yeah. So and you could refill it every 10 minutes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that was good. I learned today that you are not a huge fan of roller coasters.
I am not.
I did not know this. Because you suggested let's go to an amusement park with roller coasters. So I thought, okay, you must like roller coasters.
Yeah. There are certain coasters that I like, and I like certain rides. I like water rides.
Yes.
Those are lots of fun. And I enjoy rides that are located more towards the ground or something. I'm not a particularly big fan of these big zoomy things that take you upside down and half on your side, and I can't. They scare me. We did do one that kind of scared me, but
it was a big swing.
Yes, basically. Yep. And I can't say I was okay, but I survived, I guess.
You totally survived.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we made some 5-minute friends in line for the water ride.
Yeah, which we ended up on the ride with.
Yes.
So that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
And then another couple joined us as well, and they worked there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they'd been wanting to go on that ride for a long time, and they just never had a chance.
Yeah. And one question that we had, and we're not sure, and maybe somebody can tell us either in the comments or, they can email us at
soulforgepodcast@gmail.com
and let us know. We're not sure if Knott's Berry actually closes for a season or if they just randomly close things, because the water park was not open when we got there.
And half the rides weren't open either.
Right. There were many rides that were not open. And they were also doing some
padding. Like there was some construction going
yeah.
on for sure.
So we left early. We could have stayed till 6, but I think we left about 3.
Yeah,
Because
somewhere around there.
we knew we had a long drive. And we had pretty much done everything we wanted to do anyway.
Yeah, I think by that time we had really kind of hit a wall. We were all just sort of done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were both just done.
But one thing that we learned this week, or I guess yesterday, in the Mustang, not only is there heated seats, there's also cooling seats.
Yes.
I've never experienced cooling seats in a vehicle before.
Me neither.
And
Me neither.
Neither one of us have ever really driven a sports car before.
Yeah. So the other thing we found out was they are not for road trips.
No, I don't know about you, but I got out of the car after sitting in it for 2.5 hours and walked like an old man who needed a cane for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was very. I mean, you're tall, so having a car that's so low to the ground is not good for you, to be quite honest.
No, it's not.
No.
So I would definitely have like a Mustang for driving around town.
Sure.
But going on like a 2-hour long distance drive, not so much.
Yeah, no, it's not ideal. And on Friday we have about a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive
to the airport.
So we may have to rethink that a little bit because we may want to allow resting time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll have to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, I get out and maybe stretch, rest, whatever.
That's right. But we had a fun day. It wasn't too hot.
It was not too hot, actually. It was good. I did enjoy the theme park as a whole. It was not something that I feel I need to see again.
That's true too.
Unless some major changes happen to Knott's Berry Farm. You know, I don't know if from what I understand, they've been in business for a very, very long time. Obviously, their business model is working for them. But for myself, I just don't feel that it's somewhere where I feel the need to go again and again and again. Like, yes, we saw some character meet and greets happening, but there was very little announced. Like you said, most of the rides closed. Just a lot of things that would seriously make me not need to bother.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So tomorrow is our last full day here in California.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what kind of adventures we'll get up to. We'll tell you tomorrow.
It's a new era of Doctor Who, and Earth Station Who is your go-to podcast for all things in the universe. From classic Who to new Who to new Who.
Join Mike, and Mary along with special guests as they discuss the latest news, recap and review stories, explain endings, uncover Easter eggs, and confront controversies.
So Whovians old and new, come along for the trip of a lifetime. The TARDIS has enough room for everyone as we explore this new era together.
Thursday, May 9th.
Our last day.
Yes.
Here in Cathedral City, California.
And we had a good day today.
Yeah, we did a whole lot of nothing.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. So what did we do first?
We went to the graveyard.
We did. We were trying to find the grave of Suzanne Summers.
Which is a huge mystery, apparently.
Yeah, we even asked the people in the office, and they would not tell us. Nobody else seemed to know. We looked online, and nobody else can find it.
The person at the office at the graveyard was rather...
abrupt?
Yeah, it was almost like we were bothering her. So she seemed rather impatient, but not very friendly at all. There is a helpful... So if you go near the washrooms, which is at the office, there is a sort of a form, I guess they have, or a map or something of famous people who are buried here.
Yeah, we looked at the list. There's quite a few.
Yeah.
We haven't heard of any of them.
Maybe the 2 that we saw, but that was about it.
That was about it. We saw the grave of Sonny Bono and his mother.
Yep.
And we saw the grave of Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra. We were a little hesitant to go and see Frank Sinatra because there was a funeral literally like right next door to his grave.
Yeah, and according to the couple that just happened to be wandering by, they said that the guy who was buried there knew that Frank was buried there, so he bought the plot right next to it, so he'd always be visited.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was cute.
Yeah, very cute. Nice people around here otherwise. And then we had a massage.
We had a couples massage at Zen Spa.
Yeah, at Zen Spa. There is a definite difference between the spa experience that you have in Canada versus the spa experience you have here.
Tell me more.
Well, I found that they weren't very career oriented. It was
customer service oriented. It was more, just a, we were fortunate as clients to go there, right?
Yes.
It was a pleasant experience, don't get me wrong, and they did very, very well. Got deep tissue, at least I did. I think you did as well.
I'm pretty sure I did. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, it was. But they really stretched a lot. Like they didn't just massage; they stretched you.
Yes.
So they stretched your arms and they got everything, like your legs. At one point, my hands were behind my back, and she sort of put her hands underneath my arms and lifted me up.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was very
intense.
Yeah.
I'd never had my ears massaged before.
Yeah, you were saying that.
So that was different.
Yeah. It was very different.
Yeah.
Overall, though, it was a good experience.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. We needed it.
Yeah.
And then we came back, had a nap.
We did. We had some beverages.
Some chips and some dip and some snacks.
Yep.
Just laid around in bed hanging out.
Yep.
And then had a nap.
Had a nap.
And then we went to Bubba's Bones and Brews for dinner.
For dinner, yes. I had the chicken quesadilla.
I had the IPA fish and chips.
Yeah.
I had Bubba's own IPA brew.
Uh-huh.
And everything was pretty great except for the little coleslaw side.
Yeah, the coleslaw was not great. I think they use an apple vinegar in it, and they try to make it a little bit different. It was okay, but it definitely was missing something, I think.
That's it. Yep. So now we're just waiting for the laundry to finish so we can pack up our bags, and tomorrow we head out for a long days of travel.
Yeah, we have about a 2.5-hour drive to San Diego to catch the airplane. We're going to leave in between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. It's going to be a rather early morning, I think, for us.
It is, for sure.
Yeah, because we have to be up a little bit early to also cook breakfast and, sort of pack up last minute things and get everything going. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. And we will do one more final podcast update
when we get home.
So until then.
Because tomorrow will be quite the travel day.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
So we'll be exhausted.
Absolutely.
Well, we're home.
We are.
Is it midnight or is it still 9 a.m.? 9 p.m. or whatever.
It's actually 12:30 midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12:30.
But not 9:30?
It is not 9:30, no.
But we're still on 9:30 time.
We are, because we're still wide awake. At least I am. I don't know about you, but I am.
The magic of time travel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
The jet lag, Although, California time, I was up at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which was 9 o'clock here.
Yep.
But weird.
Very weird.
But I'm up at 6 o'clock here, and I'm up at 6 o'clock there. It doesn't matter where I am, I'm up at 6 o'clock.
It's up at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We checked out about 6:30 this morning from our resort. Mm-hmm. And as I was leaving the office, I saw something on the pathway, and I almost kicked it, but then I stopped and looked at it, and it was an 1.5 inch long snail.
Yeah, it was pretty large. You took a photo.
I've never seen such a large snail in real life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just crawling along, doing its thing.
Just chilling like a villain, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was there to see us off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had some interesting terrain again.
Yes. So we had to go to San Diego from Palm Springs. Mm-hmm. And the GPS took us an alternate way than it took us when we went to Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah. So we didn't hit all these major highways.
No, we took the back roads, but
they were definitely the back roads.
Twisty and turny like a roller coaster.
Uh-huh.
It said to go 55 miles an hour for the speed limit, but I wasn't going much more than 35.
Yeah, it's obviously, I think if somebody were used to it or you were a local, then absolutely I could see you going faster. But for the first time, because you don't know what to expect, right? But it was very twisty, very turny.
And a lot of blind curves.
Yeah, and you said it was similar to driving to Timmins.
Yeah, there's a stretch of what you could call highway on the Highway 129 that's like that. But this was the roads in California are so much nicer.
Oh, they're so nice. They're not full of potholes. They're not full of cracks. They're not full of any of that stuff. Like we saw how many old cars?
So many.
So many, because there's no snow, therefore there's no sand and salt on the roads
To rust it out.
And to break it due to just potholes and stuff like that. So their roads are very well cared for. Therefore, your vehicle could last a long time.
There were dozens and dozens of classic vehicles on the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Two things of California that I'm disappointed in.
Okay.
I did not get to see any flash floods or experience any earthquakes.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Because there was flash flood warning signs all over the place.
Yeah.
There wasn't any flash floods.
Nope.
No earthquakes.
Nope.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. But otherwise, and we made it. We made it to San Diego.
We did.
In good time, actually.
Yeah. We stopped off at Carl Jr.'s because I had to piss like a racehorse.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to make it.
Yep.
And we don't recommend Carl Jr.'s.
No.
That was not good food.
No, it really wasn't. It really wasn't at all.
And then we dropped off the car at the car rental place.
Yeah.
Took the shuttle to the airport. Got on the airplane. There was no delays at all this time.
Yeah, so what I wanted people to know, especially about the airport and the car rental place in San Diego, it was very interesting. There's actually a complete center for just car rentals. So it's off site. It's off the site of the airport. And it's this big sort of
multi-story parking garage.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And you kind of they direct you. So you go to your designated place. So whether it was Budget or Dollar or Enterprise.
Yeah, each car rental place had their own section.
Yeah. So you went to the section, and then what you did was you drove up and they directed you, and you basically dropped the car there.
Yeah, you showed them your paperwork. They scanned the VIN on the car.
Yeah,
and then you walk away. You go to the shuttle bus. You take a 10-minute ride over to the terminal.
Yeah,
you wait in line for 20 minutes.
It was very well organized, I do have to say.
It was.
Yeah, so I was very surprised at that, but it was good. It was a good experience. And then we went through security, which security wasn't too bad. You got patted down again,
as always.
As always. And then we went to the gate, and I think we waited, about an hour, I would say, at the gate.
Maybe not even.
45 minutes-ish, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then we were separated.
Yes.
Our seats, we were separated. We don't know how that happened, because when we booked it, we were together.
That's right. And then I was in seat 20, and you were in seat 20. I was in B, and you were in E.
Yes.
So we both had middle seats, but separated by an aisle. For 4 hours, we were separated.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
It was terrible.
It was awful. I don't know how we survived.
Oh, we were fine.
Yeah, I know. So then we got to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And
we were starving.
Oh, yeah.
Like starving. And of course, as always, if anywhere you fly from Sault Ste. Marie to Detroit and then you go somewhere else, you're going to end up on opposite ends of the terminal. I can guarantee
that's right.
you that.
So we landed in at gate A72 or something.
38 or something like. No, yeah, you're right. It was 68
something.
or something.
Yeah, and we had to go to C25.
25.
Almost at the opposite end of the airport.
Yeah.
Every time.
So this is why I like a long layover, because you never know.
We got there in plenty of time. We only waited maybe long enough to eat our sandwiches.
Yeah, we pretty much ate our sandwiches. I took 2 phone calls, and that was it. And then we were gone.
Yep. And then we landed, and we stopped at Myers to get a few supplies for the morning.
Yeah, because I contacted Wyatt. Wyatt was home already. He got back on the 8th, and like the night of the 8th. He took the red eye from Vegas. He spent a couple of days in Vegas. So I contacted him and said, hey, do we have milk? What do we have at home? Because we've been gone for 8 days. So I wanted to make sure that we had enough for the morning.
So now we're home.
Mm-hmm.
We're married. Mm-hmm. We had our honeymoon.
Yeah.
We're
now we have jet lag.
Yes, now we have jet lag. The cats are whining because they're happy to see us.
Yes.
And overall, we didn't like Nevada, but we did love California.
Yeah, we been there, done that, bought the T-shirt for Vegas, don't need to go again.
No, but we're thinking for our 5-year anniversary, we'll go back to California.
Yeah.
Probably stay in LA or Anaheim or something.
Yeah, we really enjoyed Palm Springs. That was beautiful.
It was.
Absolutely gorgeous. And anybody who wants to go, hit us up. We're more than happy to tell you more about our experience.
soulforgepodcast@gmail.com. All right, so hope you enjoyed this extra long, rambly episode with all kinds of highlights and different days of fun and adventure. But until next episode, take care of yourselves and each other, and remember, good things last forever. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Soul Forge Podcast. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we hope you'll tune in again next time. Remember that you can visit soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links. And don't forget to share the show with everyone you know. The Soul Forge Podcast is your best source for living your best life.
Think about it.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.